The forgotten supper. It's like going into the attic with a flashlight and finding a dusty old box with grandma's beef stew recipe in it. So hearty, so rich, full of flavor, and most of all, economical. So you're going to love it. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is get the old pan heated up over medium-high heat, and we're going to go in with a pound of medium ground beef. And we're just going to break this up a little bit. And if you watch any of my videos, you're probably saying to yourself, Dave, you're always using ground beef. Well, I don't know, in this day and age, but the only thing you can afford is ground beef, and I mean steak or any kind of I went to look at stewing beef the other day. That was like $14, and ground beef can get for about 6, so it's obviously the most economical. I'm gonna fry this up until it's pretty much cooked through and browned. But you'll notice, I keep using this grass-fed stuff, and there's virtually very little fat or water coming off this. While the beef is frying up, I'm gonna grab up some carrots because I'm using carrots in this recipe. And I'm going to slice them into, I guess, slices something like this. You can slice them however you want, but this is about perfect for me. I just like a nice kind of sweet carrot chunky bite. Now we are pretty much fried up here and looking good. If there's any excess grease, I don't have a lot, but you can drain it off. Now we're just going to shove everything to one side. And I'm going to go in with a small chopped onion and, of course, 3 cloves of the old garlic. We're just going to stir and saute this until that wonderful, wonderful aroma fills the air. Now we got the aromatics of that onion and garlic happening there. I'm going to throw those carrots in. And we're just going to stir these around for a few minutes. They don't have to cook up completely, of course, because we're going to let this simmer away for about 25 minutes. Oh, but man alive, guys, with this onion and garlic sauteing, it's smelling good already. Okie dokie, we are looking good here. So what I'm going to do is just mix everything together. Now you can see it's starting to come together like a stew, but we sure ain't done yet. All right, looking good. Off we go to one side again. And then I'm going to go in with a couple of tablespoons of unsalted butter. We'll let this melt down, do its thing, kind of. Next up, we're melted down here, kind of. I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of flour. We're just going to stir this around until kind of a roux forms. And while we're stirring around here, I'm going to add in about 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste, just for that extra richness. Now we're starting to look good. Now let's mix everything together. Next up, pour in 2 cups of good, rich beef broth. A little stir. Season things up with some salt, maybe about 1 teaspoon, something like that. About 1.5 teaspoons. I love ground black pepper, so ground black pepper. About 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and I always say get the smoked if you can, because it's much better than the regular. A little bit of sage, about 1/2 teaspoon, believe it or not. About 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, just to balance things out. Tablespoon of the old Worcestershire sauce, some of the greatest stuff in the world, just to get that depth of flavor. About 1 teaspoon of thyme, believe it or not, that I'd plucked fresh in the garden. And this is totally optional, but we're going to go with 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Okie dokie, give everything a stir around here. Once we get the potatoes in and this thickens up, it is going to be so good and simple. Now, my friends, I'm going to grab up some potatoes, and these are russets, and I'm just going to cut them up, I'd say something like this maybe, even into quarters like that, depending on how you like your potatoes, but that's fine with me. Now we're just going to kind of add and nestle these guys in among everything else in the stew. Oh, this is smelling absolutely wonderful right now. And we're going to slip in a bay leaf just for some good luck. Now what we're going to do, my friends, is slip a lid on this and let it simmer away over medium-low heat for about 20 or 25 minutes, maybe 30. While we're simmering up here, guys, Dave's seasoning is coming. I'm still putting that together, and I'm thinking about doing some coffee, too, writing a company and seeing if we can make a cook and share coffee. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the description section. Snow on the ground outside, and I'm missing the boat already. Let me know what the weather's like down your way. Alrighty, guys, after 25 minutes, dead on the money, let's take a peek inside. Oh, 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 oh. Just look at this. I think she's done. And let's check those potatoes. Oh, yeah, they're tender. Perfect. And you know something else? Let's check out this gravy. Let's get the spoon down in there. And just look at that, how thick and rich that is. What a wonderful, wonderful stew this is going to be. So, of course, what we're going to do now is garnish this up with some fresh parsley. You don't have to do this, but it just makes it look so much more pretty or so much nicer. And there you have it, guys. Our forgotten dinner. Grandma's special stew. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, guys, a few tips here. You can always vary the types of potatoes you use. I mean, you can even put mashed over the top, but I think that would ruin the appearance. In terms of the meat, I mean, I use ground beef, and we talked about that before, but you could use stewing beef if you're rich and got all that money. The seasoning, I put a lot of seasoning in, and I just love seasoning, but you can vary it. You can leave some out and put some in. The carrots, you don't have to use carrots. You can put some peas in. I didn't want to use peas because I don't really like peas this time of year. So, just doctor it up according to your liking, but this is going to be so good. I can hardly wait to dig in. All right, let's grab some up here, guys. Make sure we got some beef and some carrots. And I'm going to get a little bit of potato on there. Just look at that. You can't ask for much more in a stew, can you? Wow. All right, the ultimate time, the taste time. Oh my goodness, guys. This is it is rich, it's thick, it's so good. I mean, it's just heartwarming. It is hearty. Potatoes are done perfectly. I love the ground beef. Everything about it just rings comfort food. You are gonna love it. And if you do make us up, be sure to leave us a comment because I love to read them. Most of all, like and subscribe. It does help the channel out. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out our other videos. We got tons of them. But we shall see you in the next video. And of course, I'm going to dig in and I'm going to have more of this because it is so good.